Hello viewers, thanks for watching. After long waiting, today we're gonna create a full website, and in this website we're gonna use our all the knowledge that we gained from our lesson 1 to 14. So this video is very important for us because at first we're gonna create our video with the knowledge whatever we learned, and after that we're gonna create the same website using other methods. So stay with me and let's do the coding practice. Actually, our website will be exactly like this website. There will be navigation bar. So all the menus will be here. Then there will be some of the sections. At the bottom, there will be footer. There are some form as well. I already built and designed this website, but we're going to do it together from the beginning to the end. So let's do it. This is the VS Code text editor. We need a HTML file. Also, we need a CSS file. Click on there, new file. You can put any name. But in this folder, I already have index.html and styles.css. So just avoid this web.html. This is the HTML file. You can put the same name with the CSS extension web.css. So this is our HTML file. We need a boilerplate, HTML boilerplate. How to do that? We need to type exclamatory sign, then enter. This is the HTML skeleton or boilerplate, whatever you want to say. And we need to link this CSS file with this HTML file. Under this title, type link, enter. Relationship is style sheet, and href should be the address of the style sheet. The dot / what's the name of the style sheet is web.css. We're gonna type our code in between this or opening and closing body tag. Or also you can change the title if you want, full website, and in between this opening and closing body tags type div, and we can put a class name of container. After div, put a dot and container. Enter. This div is the container for all our coding. In this div, we're gonna put another div for the navigation. Div dot class name nav. Enter. Our navigation menu should be in between this opening and closing div. Inside this div, I'm gonna put the menus as a list. So how to do the list items? At first, another list ul, enter, and inside there I need some menus that will be home, about, course, contact, your choice, like those. So how many I need? We can check our previous the website. So I need 1 2 3 4 5 of them. Li times 5. Enter. The first one should be home, second one about, third one course, fourth one is contact, fifth one is your choice. Save it. Click on this go live button. These are the menus in the div. So at first we're going to do our HTML part. When we finish all our HTML coding, then we're gonna use the CSS to style the website. So I think we're going to do our CSS part in the next videos. What we have in the menu, there is a search bar as well. Type another list, li, enter, and inside this opening and closing list, create a form. We are not using any server, that's why leave this action empty. Inside this opening and closing form, type input, enter. The type should be source, id as well, source, and placeholder should be source. I need a button to submit the source. Type button, enter, and type submit. And in between this opening and closing button, type source. Save it. Check it on the website. In this div, we have 5 menus and also the source. In this form, we can put an ID, enter, type f source. List done. Another list done. Div is all done. This div is for the container. So our navigation bar done. We're going to go for the next section. It will be the about. Slowly, the file will be big. So to get the idea or to understand where we are, just make some comments. Type about, make a comment, type div, and I'm gonna put an ID as well. Slash ID name should be about. Enter. This is the about section. Heading to, and there will be a class name of about age. Enter. About me. Heading done. Then I need a paragraph. Type P and class name should be about P. Enter. In between this opening and closing P tag, I need the description about me. We can use the lorem ipsum dummy text. Also, I'm gonna use the same thing whatever I wrote previously. Just copy it and put it in between this opening and closing P tag. This is our about me section. After this div, we need to create a table. After this div, let's make another comment. How to do that? Control / and just type course. Type a div, enter. In between this opening and closing div, we need a heading to enter my course. After that, let's create a table. I'm going to put an ID in this div, ID course. After this heading to, we need to create a table. Type table, enter. In this table, we need to put our data in the row. Type table row, tr, enter. In between this opening and closing tr, we're going to put our data. But let's say in the website there is a table header. How many header? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 header. Table header times 6. Enter. Put your cursor there. Select it. Press Alt. Then select all of them. To write course. Space. First one should be course. Then second one is course 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first row is done. Save it. Let's see it in our website. Header is done. Now we need to put our data. So we need another table row. Enter. We had 6 table header. So should be 6 table data as well. TD times 6. Enter. For the first one is specification. Specification. Second one HTML and CSS. Then JavaScript, React.js, Node.js, then man. Save it. Don't worry about the design. We're gonna design it on the CSS. We need another tr. Enter. TD times 6. Enter. We need price of the course. Price. Then you need to put the price. So if you want, you can put dollar. If you want, you can put pound as well. I'm based in London. I'm gonna put pound. Pound sign is on top of 3. So I'm gonna put 49.99. The next one is 59.99, 54.99, 59.99, 69.99. There we put 2 together. That's another one put here, 59.99. Save it. Check it in the website. This one is done. And after that, what we need duration of the course. Put another tier, enter, table data times 6, enter. The first one is 30 hours. Copy it and select, paste it. The first one is 30 hours. Second one is 40. Third one is 22 hours. Fourth one is 25. Then 50. Oh, first one should be duration. Save it. This is the table for the my course section. After this table, we need a form. After this div, make another comment, contact div. Enter, heading to, enter, contact me. Then I need a form. Form, enter, action will be empty. In between this opening and closing, form text, label, enter, input, enter. The input type text and ID, name. So ID and for should be the same thing. So for as a name. Then I need a placeholder. Placeholder should be type in name. In between this opening and closing label, type name. Some line breaks. BR times 2. Enter. So another label. Enter for email. Email. Input. Enter. Type should be email. ID as well email. Then we need a placeholder. Type your email. After that, so we need a text box. Come back line times 2. Enter. Heading 4. Here your message. Then we need text box. Type text area and on the ID field and message. And how many column and how many row we need in the text box. We need to mention it. So rows, 10 rows, and column to type cols, cols. How many? 40. You need to type anything in between this opening and closing text area and just leave it empty. Line break. Then we need a button to submit this form. Type button, enter, type. There should be a type. Type should be submit. Put an ID as well. ID as well, submit. Type, submit. Save it, check it on the website, and submit. Don't worry about the design. We're going to fix it later in CSS. This section is done. After that, we need another section. That section is to choose the course. So after this div, make another comment, the form extended. We need another div, put an ID, ID, select. We need a heading 2. Enter, auto type, your choice. Then under this heading 2, we're gonna create our form. Enter. So forget about this action, type div, enter, and put a class for this div. There is choice. So in this div, type label, HTML and CSS. So HTML and CSS. Checkbox need to be in between the label tags. Input type is checkbox. Type checkbox. ID for and ID should be same. S and C. Then name will be checkbox. C box. Input type checkbox. ID S and C. Name C box, and after this type your choice, HTML, and CSS. Check it in the website, your choice, the first checkbox, HTML and CSS. You're not typing everything, just copy it and paste it. Second one is JavaScript, JS. Input type checkbox, ID and for should be same, so this one is JS and name is C box. And here should be JavaScript. Third one, React.js or JS. Then input type checkbox, ID or JS. Name CBox. So name is same for all of them. CBox here should be React.js. So other one should be Node.js and JS. Input type checkbox, ID and JS. You can write anything. I'm just making it easier for me to understand. And name should be CBox. After this, we want to type Node.js. Node.js. Then we need one more. That will be Marn. Input type checkbox, ID, Marn, name, CBox. Here should be Marn. Save it. The checkbox is here. So now we need another div. Div, enter. Here we need heading 4, enter, and what to type? Select your code. In this div, we need a heading 4, H4, enter, favorite course. This one should be radio. So label, enter, HTML and CSS. Just put H. In between this opening and closing label, we need to put our input. Input, enter, type should be radio. Then we need ID, ID H, name should be favorite course. After that, HTML and CSS. Like previous one, we're gonna copy and paste for the other courses. Copy it and paste it. First one was HTML and CSS. Second one is JavaScript. Just type J, input type radio, ID J, name the same one, F course, then JavaScript. JavaScript done. Now React. R, input type radio, ID R, name, F course, then React.js. The next one should be Node.js. For N, type radio, ID should be N. Name same for all of them. Here Node.js. Then we need another one, should be Marn. For M, ID should be same. M, name is the same, F course. Here should be Marn. Save it, go to our website, check it. Yeah, it's fine. We need one more div. After this div, type div, enter. Now we need to get another div to choose our time. Select target time. Heading 4, enter. Target your time to spend. time to spend. Label, enter for time. And in between this opening and closing label, just type select target time. Save it. And after this label, type select, enter. So name should be time, ID as well, time. And in between this opening and closing, select text. I'm gonna put 4 options. Option times 4. So value for the first option, 30 hours. So in between this opening closing options as well, put 30 hours. Second one, 20 hours. Here as well. Then select here also, just press Alt and put your cursor in between this opening and closing options. Now type 50 hours. The next one is how long? 60 hours. Save it. This div is done. Okay, everything done. Now we need footer. We done our coding in between the opening and closing body tags. So after this body, just type footer. In between this opening and closing footer, type div. Enter. In this div, type heading 4. Enter. Follow us on. Then we need some link. Just type A. Enter. First one is YouTube. You need to put the address for the href. I already have this footer in the notepad. Copy it and paste it. So href is the address of your social media. So it is my YouTube channel address. And after that, when I click on the YouTube, I want to see it on a new page, not in the same page. That's why we need a target. So just type target equal, and in between the double quotation, we need to type underscore blank. And in between this opening and closing a text, I want to put the image of the YouTube. Type img, enter. Source should be the address of your image dot slash. So our image in the image folder. Click that one, and after this forward slash, need to put the YouTube image. Alternative text should be YouTube. Save it, check it on the website. YouTube image. Click on that and check it what happens. So when you click, it takes you to the YouTube address. So whatever the address you put there, they will take you to the address. And I wanted to see it in a new page. That's why I mentioned it with the target blank, and it opens a new page. So let's put the rest of the social media, Facebook, X in another A. And href should be address of your Facebook. So in my notepad, Facebook address, Control C and paste it in the address for the Facebook. I want to see it in a new page. That's why I need a target. Target underscore. How to do the underscore? Press Shift and let dash. Just type blank. In between this opening and closing a tag, I need an image. Type img. Enter. What is the address of this Facebook dot forward slash image? We need Facebook and alt Facebook. The Facebook icon is there, and we need X. Type A, enter, href, copy it and paste it here. In between this opening and closing a tag, need the image. Type img, enter. Source should be dot forward slash image folder, and we need x.png. Just type X. Save it. X is there. Then we need another one, href for the LinkedIn address, also the blank page. In between a opening and closing a text, type image img, enter, type dot forward slash folder image. Then what is that? LinkedIn. After that, we need copyright. Heading h5, enter, copyright. I want to put this symbol, and then put copy and comma. Then just write down whatever you want. Knowledge platform. This is a copyright. This is our full website. Now we need to do our CSS part. We need to design our website, and at the end, it should look like same as this website is. That's all for now. Stay with me for the CSS part. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.